We took this 2011 Buick Regal Turbo with front end damage that we got from COPART Auto Auction for just $1,500, and we turned it into this clean, dependable ride that is now valued over $5,000, and we did it with no dealer license. Want to know how we did it? Stay locked in. We'll show you how. So this is COPART winning page and the invoice. You can see we got the vehicle for $1,500 plus COPART fees. The vehicle just got delivered. The transport is downloading the vehicle now. So this will be my first time actually getting into this vehicle. As most of you already know, we buy these vehicles from online through the online auction, and we never actually inspect or check out these vehicles prior to buying them online. All right, during inspection, a couple of things you might find. Found an earpiece. Don't have the bass, don't have the other one, so don't know how good that's gonna be or useful. Also left me some jewelry. Okay, looks like I struck gold, literally. How much you think this is worth? Put that in the comments. A couple dollars or a couple thousand? I don't know. I might have to take it to the jeweler and get an evaluation on this. All right, it's inspection time, guys. We're gonna do a thorough inspection on this vehicle. We're gonna take notes of all the damages and all the services and repairs that need to be done to get this car ready for sale. All right, so we completed the inspection on the 2011 Buick Regal. We're just gonna go over some of the things that we found. All right, you obviously have a broken piece of the front bumper cover missing, so we're gonna go ahead and replace this. Not only that is broken right there, but it's cracked and broken over here. It looks like it's been painted and repaired before in the past. You can see the left front tire is completely bald. It has some inner lining material that's exposed on the inner part of the tire, so we definitely need to replace this tire. The fender has a nice dent in it, kind of wrinkled. We're not gonna try to repair that. We're gonna get this replaced. The hood shot's not holding up. That's why I've got this tool holding up the hood. There's a pretty bad oil leak. You can see from the top. Looks like it's starting from probably the valve cover gasket at minimum. If we remove the bumper, which I just got it hanging on right now by a thread, so we're gonna just pull that front bumper cover off to get a good look at what's going on underneath that, all right? So we got the front bumper cover off. We can see that the AC condenser took a hit, so we gotta replace the AC condenser. I don't know if it's holding Freon or not, but we're gonna go ahead and replace this anyway. And behind the AC condenser, you have the air charge for the turbo. So the air charge cooler for the turbo behind there, that also took a hit. We got to replace that as well. And we also, you can see it's kind of bulging out, almost touching the radiator. And so the radiator is also mangled. You can see it from the bottom. The radiator also took a hit. Radiator took a hit right here, so we got to replace the radiator as well. So we're going to replace the AC condenser, the air charge cooler for the turbo, and we're going to replace the radiator as well. All right. And last but not least, we've got the subframe completely rotted out. It's pretty bad. This came from a snow state. I think it was Indiana. So one thing you got to watch out for is cars that have got excessive rust. Because of the hit that the vehicle took on the passenger front side, the subframe being rotted out, the subframe separated, cracked. You can see the crack and separation right over here. So we're gonna go ahead and replace the subframe. I've already got a new subframe from a local junkyard. Costs about 140 bucks. Not a bad price for a subframe, but the work is a little bit intense. So not looking forward to that, but it's gotta get done. Surprisingly and luckily, as far as the rest of the frame, you can see there's really not a rust issue on the body itself. It's just the subframe rotted out pretty bad, right? So the car's still good and safe. We just got to get rid of this subframe that was rotted out completely. It took a hit and cracked. So we got to do that, as well as we got to check engine light on the vehicle with a couple of cam codes. I did a little bit of research. One thing that might be, if it's not the cam sensors, which honestly is probably not going to be, a common issue on this is a stretched chain or a chain that's skipped, most likely stretched instead of skip. because the vehicle kind of runs pretty good. You can't really hear it running funny. It runs pretty good, so I doubt it's an issue of the chain skipping, but it's probably a stretch chain. I've seen that a lot on other manufacturers like Hondas and Acuras with the chain stretches. So we're gonna have to do some diag on that, and I'll probably have a video for that fix. It's got a couple codes. And that'll probably be a separate video, but definitely got to get to the bottom of that, figure out what's going on with that. So in a nutshell, that's what's going on with this car. There's a couple other small things like the wind visor cracked. We're just gonna go ahead and remove them, right? We got a couple of imperfections on the body. The third brake light, I took that out. I don't know where the piece is. It's around here somewhere, but that wasn't working, so we got to get a new one for that. The top mount brake light. And so charging up the battery right now. The battery was kind of weak. Wasn't really one to start on its own without a jump. So in a nutshell, that pretty much wraps it up. All right, so we're gonna pick up this subframe that we ordered from a local junkyard. We bought this subframe for about 130 bucks. All right, so we got a replacement bumper from a local junkyard. It's silver in color. The vehicle color is gray, so of course we got to paint this bumper. The vehicle did come with its own bumper, but it's cracked and broken. I figured it'd be easy just to get a new bumper or a used bumper and repaint it rather than trying to repair this bumper. It's a little bit, it's in worse condition to me than this bumper over here, even though this bumper is kind of scratched up and it has a lot of markings. You can see it's got a lot of deep scratches over here. Got to do some repairs on, maybe some bumper putty, right, before painting it. But so we're gonna go ahead and paint this. We got a good deal, bumper and a fender for $100, so you can't beat that. We're gonna go ahead and paint these both. All right, so we got the front bumper prepped and ready for painting. Duplicolor did not have an exact paint code match for us this time, but a little budget-friendly pro tip, you can use the cap of the can to kind of eye match the paint. It usually works out pretty good for us. We're gonna be moving on to painting the fender. Pretty similar procedure. We already got it prepped up. We're gonna be using a little bit of heat to kind of help it cure a little bit better. This is a really awesome product. It's called a Spray Max 2K Clear Coat. At this point, we installed the engine support bar for the subframe removal. All right, guys, so we just got the subframe unmounted from the vehicle. Just wanted to show you guys the condition of it, where it was broken and we had to replace it. So this is my first time seeing a subframe broken like this. I've never seen one broken like this. I've seen them rust out pretty good, but this was really bad, where because of how frail the metal was after the hit on that passenger front side, this thing separated right here. And the wheel with the hub and the knuckle was actually popping in and out. That's what gave it away. And I looked underneath and saw that it was busted. So that's why we're replacing the subframe. We got the new subframe from a local junkyard. Not a bad deal, like 140 bucks. So we're gonna go ahead and start putting this subframe in now. So I know some of you guys might say that's a whole lot of work for a flip, and I 100% agree. But the thing is, I bought this car not knowing that it needed a subframe, and it's just part of the game. Sometimes you're gonna come across some repairs and some issues that you just have to cross. You just have to get out the way. You just have to get done in order to sell a car properly, right? Can't sell a car like this. Either you could, but it's just complete red flag to sell a car like this. You might get away with sale one time, but you know you're gonna lose rapport. I can't tell you how many times I have customers calling me back, repeat customers. You know, maybe it's a year or two later, they need another car, or maybe they know somebody needs a car. So doing good business always returns in, you know, having good rapport with customers and possibly repeat customers. So there was no way, you know, one should be selling a vehicle that's in a condition like this. All right, so next we're gonna tackle three components. We've got the AC condenser, we've got the turbo intercooler right behind that, and then we got the radiator as well. We just got them in from online. We paid about $80 for the turbo intercooler. We got it from eBay. We paid, let's see here, we paid $53 for the radiator. We got it from Amazon. And then we paid $23 for the AC condenser from Amazon as well. Free shipping, all free shipping. Took a couple of days to come in. But that's definitely a good way to save a lot of money. Brand new parts from online. Pretty reasonable. Can't beat that. So we're going to go ahead and tackle that job now. We're going to start by removing the AC condenser. We're going to use a little bit of penetrating oil for the rust. Got the AC condenser out. Got the turbo intercooler out. You can see it's mangled up. Took a really good hit. Now finally, radiator's out. All right, got the new parts. Gonna start installing in reverse order. Got the radiator going in first. Intercooler was actually installed. Now we got the AC condenser going in. All right, just want to go over some of the parts that were replaced because I didn't show all of the work in the video. We've got the two-piece valve cover gasket right here. We've got the timing chain. We got timing chain guides. I've got the tensioner for the timing chain somewhere around here. I don't know where it's at. But also we have the serpentine belt. Just want to show you a close-up view how this belt has multiple cracks, multiple splits. You have something, a serpentine belt that has a condition like this, you definitely want to get rid of that. Definitely want to replace that. All right, so we're going to replace the fender. We're going to replace the bumper as well. All right, now it's time to start cleaning and detailing this vehicle. Presentation is everything. We want to clean this vehicle very well to make sure it's nice and presentable. All right, so I've got the purple power and water mixture. I like to use this to clean the interior panels. I like to clean as well as the door jambs as well. Get the dust out. So when the customers open the doors, they can see that this car is well cleaned. All right, so now I'm gonna install my signature interior ice blue lighting. I like to put these in vehicles. It just gives a really, really nice look. It makes for really great pictures that you can post and put online for sale. And this is what it looks like when the lights are off and the ice blue lighting is lit up in the dark. Pretty nice look. All right, guys, so this vehicle cleaned up pretty nicely. We've got on the right-hand side of the screen a screenshot from KBB, Kelly Blue Book. So they're valuing this vehicle from $3,500 to $6,000. We went ahead and listed this vehicle for $5,600 and end up dropping the vehicle price down to $5,400 to get it sold. All right, so I've also got on the right-hand side of the screen an expense sheet. The vehicle cost was $1,500. The COPART fee was $718. We had a $500 vehicle transport fee. We had a front bumper and fender cost of $120. Subframe cost $130. Timing chain kit, valve cover gasket, and belt cost $77. Paint and clear coat was $86. Radiator was $53. AC condenser was $25. Turbo intercooler was $87. Window visor set was $36. Third brake light assembly was $84. Two used tires cost $100. Oil change kit and hood shock cost $49. Estimated private sale $5,400. That left us with a profit of $1,835. Not too bad. All right, guys, just to recap and reiterate on what was mentioned in the beginning of the video, this is a vehicle that we purchased with no dealer license. Yes, so COPART does have a portion of inventory that is available to the public, and you can purchase without a dealer license. You just need a membership. So we just wanted to show you guys the process and let you know that it can be done. I've gotten in the comments many a times whether or not you need to be a dealer to get a vehicle from COPART, and that is not the case. We hope you enjoyed and caught some value out of this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the flip side.